The Boston Celtics got their matchup in round 2 in the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're going to preview the game. We're going to get right to it right here on the Celtics Screen Podcast. Stick around. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy WayneBreezie, and we are here on the Celtics Screen Podcast. Hey, man, look, I'm excited because the Boston Celtics are ready to play. They've had probably one of the longest, standing times. They had some time to rest up. Kristaps Porzingis dealing with the injury. Won't play in this series, but I'm still excited because the Celtics are hosting the Cleveland Cavaliers, who just came off of a 7-game stint against the Orlando Magic. Shout out to the Magic for making them work for that dub, man. Shout out to the Magic. Yeah, I'm just sitting here looking at some of these stats, and I'm saying to myself, "Oh man, like this is going to be interesting." Because when I first look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, the only person that really comes to mind is Donovan Mitchell. Like how do you stop the spider? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you stop the spider? My man KP in the building says, "Let's go Celtics." Rollin 24 with the Clovers. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Look. This is going to be a great matchup. The Celtics should find a way to win this series 4-0, 4-1, something like that. I do know the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to come out and give it everything they got. They got. Like they're going to come out and give it everything they got. I can tell you that right now. I'm a little excited to see what's going to go down. Trinity says Celtics in 6. So you giving Donovan Mitchell the utmost respect, and I respect that. I definitely respect that, Trinity, because he's going to come out and ball out. Like, he's going to have to average, 45 points, I think, a game. And the Celtics got to do a good job defending the perimeter in this game. Not to say that Cleveland is a great three-point shooting team, but they got to find a way to defend, they got to find a way to defend that three-point shot. That's going to be super important, that three-point percentage. Because right now, Boston Celtics are, I think, number 2, 3-point percentage. If you look at, they're shooting 38.5 from the floor, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are only shooting like 15 point. They're shooting 29.9. So the Celtics they're gonna take their shots. They attempt plenty of game. They're gonna take their shots, and if those shots aren't falling, it is what it is. There's no way. Here's my take. If the Cleveland Cavaliers want a chance at beating the Boston Celtics, they're going to have a couple of games where they're just shooting 60% or more from the three-point shot. Daniel, what's going on, man? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too, fam. You have a great question. Anyone know if Jarrett Allen's going to be back? As of right now, it's up in the air. We don't know as of right now, but we will have more information by Tuesday for sure. I'm not expecting him to play Tuesday. I'm not expecting him to play the first 2 games in Boston. His first game will probably be back in Cleveland when the Celtics have to travel to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got. Now, Kevin Parker wants to know when Kristaps Porzingis comes back, right? I don't think he plays this series. There's no definite timetable on when he's coming back, but he did practice. He was at practice today, and he did show up after practice. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he was at practice, and he did show up after practice to get some practice in, but he's not going full blown with the practice and stuff like that. So don't expect Kristaps Porzingis in the series, which can make this series a bit interesting because if I'm not mistaken, and we'll talk about this on today's episode, I'm expecting double bigs from Cleveland in this game if Jarrett Allen is playing for sure. Like, I'm expecting that double big situation. Him and Mobley will be your 2 5s out there, and so that might force the Celtics to go a little bit differently with their lineup. Jax, what's going on? Hey, Breezy, go Boston. I got Triple OG back here. We're gonna switch this screen up a little bit. What's going on, bro? And I'm just waiting.
Yo.
There you go. There's the sound. Sound like crackling popcorn. I like it now. What's going on, bro? Is there a delay? There might be a delay on his end. I'm not sure. I'm not getting any audio from you. Make sure your stuff is set up, dude. We got Triple OG Clifton P in the building, man. Shout out to my brother Cliff, man. I'm not sure if you're hearing me or whatnot, but we're gonna get that all fixed up. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you fine.
Oh, you hear me fine? Okay. You weren't responding, so I couldn't
I couldn't hear you at first because I didn't realize I had it on mute. What's going on,
bro? Nothing much, yo. What's going on, bro? Anthony, what's going on, baby? Look, we got the Cavs coming to Boston for a series in the Eastern Conference semifinals. How you feeling about it, man? I know you watched the game today. What was your take on what you saw from the Cleveland Cavaliers?
I mean, it's gonna be they're formidable, but I just feel like they made a big deal of, I believe it's Garland and Spider-Man gonna do his thing, but you got to think we have two premier defenders at the 1 and the 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to give us premier wings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people are. I was watching NBA TV and what's his name? Dennis
Scott.
Dennis Scott was like, I think they got everything they need to go ahead and overthrow the Celtics, and I just was like, yo, my man, you're seeing some blasphemous things right now. Orlando took them to 7 games. We won the season series 2-1, and Mitchell played in both them games. You know, both of their losses Mitchell played in. I just think that matchup wise, I think that we can hold our. I think we can hold our own. I think I'm not gonna just summarily dismiss them, but it's not gonna be what everybody's. I think everybody's saying that the talking heads just to keep the interest.
Listen, we're gonna talk about the matchups. That's part of the segment, I promise, because I want to see some of these matchups. I also talk about them possibly going with some double bigs, depending on the status of their best defender and rim protector and rim finisher. And Jared Allen and his status, you know, we don't necessarily know what his status is going to be. Thomas, what's going on out there? My boy wants to know if this is a Knicks show. It will be in the next series if y'all get past Indiana.
Yeah, y'all gotta get past Indiana. I mean, and they talking about Indiana like it's a gimme. Like, these semi-conference finals are going to be official. I can tell you that right now. And I don't think Boston even remotely wants to take this past 4 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not a slight, because listen. Wait a minute, you calling the sweep?
I got a broom, but I don't feel like going up to get it. But here's what I'm saying. Listen, because you're not hearing me out. If they don't got Jared Allen, right, that's gonna allow the Celtics to get to the rim a lot easier than what they have been doing. You just
kid today was pretty good. What was his name? I don't remember his name. He don't play enough for me to remember his
you talking about Evan Mobley?
Yeah.
He's not a rim protector, dog. He's a stretch big, and you know, and Boston is gonna take him out of that paint. He's gonna have to come and switch and defend one of the 8 shooters from Boston, bro.
That's true.
So that changes up to me what the Celtics are going to do. So here's my thing, like. Cleveland's gonna have to shoot their asses off, and I'm not saying that they can't hit threes, but they're not a 3-point shooting team.
No, not ideally, not typically, no.
You know, and they haven't been shooting well from the 3 in the playoffs either. So their 3-point percentage, let's see, right now, according to NBA.com, they're out of the teams that were in the playoffs, they're ranked 15th. So they're second to last.
Where are we?
We are second. We're right behind Oklahoma City. So we're shooting almost 40% from the 3, 38.5%. They're shooting 28.7% from the 3. Now, there's going to be nights where they're going to have to take mad threes. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like, they're going to have to take these threes, and they're going to have to go in. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted. My game plan, bro, is let Spider spide and take away the legs, bro. Like, because what can they do? I don't, as much as I think I think Darius Garland's just a true point guard. I don't think he's like a natural scorer type of point guard. Like, you know what I mean? And you look at this
small. What is he, 6'1"?
You talked about our guys. Let's get to some of these matchups because you talked about it. Here's what I'm presenting the starting lineups to be, though. Okay? So Holiday, White, Brown, Tatum, Horford against Garland. I know I spelled his name wrong. My apologies. Let me get it right because I don't want to offend any of the Cleveland.
Who's your fifth? Who's our fourth?
Tatum.
Okay.
Right? So I got Holiday, White, Brown at the 3, Tatum at the 4, Horford at the 5, Garland, Mitchell, Strus, Okoro, and Jarrett Allen if he plays. If Jarrett Allen doesn't play, I need to change this up too because I think they really do go double big. I'm going to take Jarrett Allen out. I'm going to put in Evan Mobley there.
Well, they're talking like he's coming back, so
talk to me about that because do you think he's going to play Tuesday or you think he'll play their first home game?
I can't call it. I mean, I don't know because at one point I got the impression that he was just out. And then today they were like he missed his third consecutive game, hoping to get him back. But they nothing. I didn't hear anything definitive. But I wasn't listening. I wasn't like paying attention to what they were talking about the whole game. But I would say that if he's available to come back, I don't think they're gonna wait. I mean, as soon as he's able to come back, he can come back. They'll have him come back.
Yeah, so apparently he's dealing with the bruised ribs injury, and so I think it's more just pain tolerance. If there's not, I don't think I've had bruised ribs before, especially playing football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it hurt to do everything. Okay,
everything.
It hurt to eat. It hurt to sleep. You couldn't have, you couldn't. It just hurt. It hurt to use the bathroom.
It hurt to laugh, hurt to cry.
Right. It just hurt. Like bruised ribs are no joke. Like, you know what I mean? So
and it takes a while. Like I got bruised ribs playing basketball, and I went to the doctor because I just knew they was broke. He was like, no. He was like, it's not even a bad bruise. I was like, huh? So what a broken ribs for joy, Lord Jesus.
That's crazy.
I remember, man. Now I couldn't ball out for weeks. I couldn't ball for like weeks. So I don't know how severe his is, but you ain't coming back. How long ago did this happen? You ain't coming back just like that.
That happened. They said it happened game 1. He got bruised in the ribs from Franz Wagner in game 1 of the playoffs. And then he took another hit, I think, in game 4. So he's been,
So he wasn't there 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
I don't know. But whenever he comes back, we're gonna find out about that rib. If I was Missoula, that's the first thing. I'm not gonna hit him in it, but I'm telling Horford.
Which injury? Let's say Allen is out for this series, and Porzingis is out for the series. Obviously, which player is more detrimental to their team winning this joint?
Allen. I can't see where we lost anything. In Game 5, I mean, Porzingis didn't represent himself at all in this whole series. He was horrible in Game 2. Yeah. I mean, absolutely horrible. He kind of redeemed himself in Game 3, but I didn't really see anything earth-shattering with him or groundbreaking. If anything, the emergence of White is what we need to be talking about, because if White can keep up that type of play, it's
going to be Derek White on. We'll get to these matchups. So it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's no. You're right. It's going to be Derek White. All right. So let's start with the point guard matchups. Right. So you got Drew Holiday on Garland, and I know Garland got the hand. He got the speed. He's a little bit smaller in size as far as body type, all that good stuff. But that's what makes Drew so hard to play against, because he could defend the 1 through the 5.
I would put Drew on. I honestly would take Drew and put him on Spider-Man.
I thought about that. I did.
That's what I would do.
Okay, but tell me why. Because I promise you I thought about that, and I don't know how much I like it anymore. Because
he moves his feet.
Yes.
A defender that moves their feet, he's a textbook defender. He moves his feet, and his feet are very fast, and he's strong. I just feel like he gives Donovan Mitchell now, because you got to think about something. With the emergence of White, they're not going to put Mitchell on White. Definitely not going to put Mitchell on White, because Mitchell will have to work on both ends.
But they have no choice. When I'm looking at their rotation, I don't think they have much of a choice. What, you going to put Garland on them?
You're going to have to.
I see what you're saying. They're gonna force a switch.
Yeah, he's gonna have to work. He's gonna have to work.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell's not a defender, bro.
He's not. That's what I'm saying.
That motherfucker is terrible.
So what are they gonna do? Garland's not that great of a defender neither, from what I saw in the game. I mean, he's scrappy.
He's scrappy. He's scrappy.
Yeah, he's scrappy.
Yeah.
He's like our version of Pritchard. Might be a better shooter.
And a little taller.
Not much. Not much, bro. Not much.
You know. I gotta pull out the height while you talking. Hold on.
Garland's like 6'1". I never saw his height.
He is 6'1".
Yeah.
Pritchard not even 6 feet though, right?
They got Pritchard down at God bless him. They got Pritchard down at 6'2". They need to stop lying.
They lying. No, he ain't no.
I'll give Pritchard a 5'10".
He's 5'11" at the max.
Yeah,
bro.
and that's what lifts in his shoes. Yo, yeah, he ain't no damn. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I like that, yo. I like that a lot. We got a super chat contribution. This is our first super chat contribution on this show from Jax Knox. Shout out to Jax Knox. She says, I love this new show. Keep up the great work.
Appreciate you, Jax.
Thank you, Jax.
Thank you.
Yo, you just made me laugh, and I wasn't trying to laugh, but that was funny. Because you say they got him listed as 6'2". You know I gotta find that though.
I don't know what I was watching the game. And it was like near the end of the season, and it was a game we were losing, and somebody said, he's 6'2", and I'm like, nah, ain't no way in hell. Ain't no damn 6'2".
Listen, I like Darius Garland. He averaged 18 points per game throughout the regular season. I don't think he's having a good playoffs though, and now he's gonna have to deal with Derek White, Drew Holiday. And so can I give you the inverse of why I want Garland defending Drew? You could, because Garland, this is to me for Drew. If I'm Drew, give me Garland because I'm gonna eat him up. I'm gonna eat his food. I'm talking post. I'm talking because what does Drew like to do? He ain't no regular point guard trying to ook and then get to the rim.
He a baby Bron.
He got girth. Yeah,
he got girth. Yeah, he trying to run you over.
Yeah, right.
He trying to bulldoze.
Bam. If you put Mitchell on that, Drew gonna be at the line all day.
All day, and he's a decent. I'm telling you, man, I hate to go back to White. This is White series right here. There ain't no match for him at guard play. Ain't nobody got nothing for him.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
and then we ain't even got to the assassins.
We still stuck on the point on the guard.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm just saying. This is like, what are we talking about here? Like,
all right. So let's go to Jaylen Brown, because I can see. I wouldn't mind putting Jaylen Brown on Donovan Mitchell.
That's
because I think
he would be 6'7".
Yeah, even though Donovan Mitchell is a better player, scorer.
Better scorer.
Better scorer. I said I'd switch that up real quick.
Yeah, he's a better scorer. Yeah.
Even though he's a better scorer, JB's a better defender.
Much better defender. He's a solid defender.
And it can match the same energy.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And it'll affect that damn because Jaylen Brown fights the screens off the screens really good. Yeah. Which is what they're gonna do. Because you're gonna see the Donovan Mitchell, you're gonna see the big screen at the top and him shooting over top of that all game long. If he can't
we can switch 1 through 4 and don't miss nothing.
That's a fact. You speaking facts. You speaking facts. But I would like to see that matchup, and if it's affecting Donovan Mitchell's trajectory as far as his 3-point shot and affecting him at the rim. You know what I'm saying? If Jaylen Brown don't get into foul trouble, I don't switch that matchup. I don't switch it. I leave it the way it is until it's broke.
Well, I think he's going to have to run. I think they're going to run Mitchell through so many screens that it's going to be virtually impossible for him to just stay on
man to man.
You know. What we don't want though, we don't want him to get. Even though Tatum can hold his own, I don't want Tatum. I don't want those kind of problems for Tatum, and as well as if he ends up in a cross and he switch. And
Thomas says you don't want your second leading scorer working that hard on defense, so he says it won't be Brown on Mitchell.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so either. I want Holiday on Mitchell.
But see, that's why I disagree, because Brown, even though he's the second leading scorer, he doesn't have to be. And you talked about the other guys getting off.
Yeah.
If you're my only reason why I like this is because you might be affecting their leading scorer more than the other guys would affect their leading scorer with his size, his speed, and the one thing we don't talk about Jaylen Brown is his strength. And I think if you're trying to keep Mitchell at somewhat of a bay, you switch to this rotation. If you're just trying to defend them straight up, because like you said, it's gonna be screen city. Like it's gonna be screen after screen after screen after screen.
Ridiculous.
To where you're gonna start cussing that it's cheating. Like, but it's not. As long as they not moving, right?
No, yeah. No, you're right.
But dang, it's gonna be screen after screen. You're gonna see double screens. You're gonna see him find a way to get his shot off. So straight up, I wouldn't mind that being one of the matchups. At some point in game one, if need be. Here's the other guy, Max Strus. So my only concern with the Boston Celtics, bro, I only got one concern.
What is that, man?
It's defending the motherfreaking three. And I know that this team percentage is at 28-point-something%.
They got hot in the second half today, though.
Bro, I watched it, bro, because they was losing and they came back and finished.
Because I had started looking at my ignorance, and halftime I started looking at who I didn't really pay attention to Orlando, so I was familiarizing myself with them, because I just knew that there's no way in Game 7 they were gonna blow an 18-point lead.
Here they got two shooters that concern me, and one is Strus and the other is Evan Mobley, because he will stretch the hell out. He will try to stretch this defense.
Strus to me though, Strus is he's a little dangerous.
And you know why, right? You know why he's dangerous, right?
Well, that dunk that he had when he slipped underneath the defense, that symbolizes who he is. Like he's like a flying ointment type player. Like
My high says Denver winning. Y'all got to beat Minnesota first, dog, because what happened last night shouldn't have never happened, dog. But hey, man, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say.
So we got somebody from Denver watching.
Yeah,
that's
Mile High in the building. That is what's up.
Welcome, y'all. I don't think y'all getting past Minnesota, but I don't want to digress.
It's not digressing. I mean,
Minnesota look different. They look.
Yo, they haven't lost a playoff game yet.
Yo, Minnesota. That Anthony Edwards. There is something. I'm sorry. There's something.
Wait, can we digress and have that conversation about him being Jordan's son? I know you saw that.
I did.
But how did they get the pictures to look almost like that?
Like
ain't
that
no
picture they did with there was a picture floating around with Derrick Rose and Dwayne Wade. It was like, remember back in the day?
Oh snap! Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because if he is his son, it would shock me, because Michael Jordan's other sons are straight garbage. So Jeffrey and them is straight trashish. Yo,
so this is one of them kids Jordan had. Like, did you see the thing going around saying Jordan was like sleeping with like 3 women per game, and then he ended up having like some offspring that he might not be claiming or whatever like that?
Nah, I never read it, but it's very. I don't know, but I know one thing: this man,
he's different.
Yo, and that Bradley Beal, remember Bradley Beal was like, yo, you get to the league, so it's
Bradley Beal should
my job.
You're not taking my job. Anthony Edwards standing in the background like, yeah, okay.
Anthony Edwards looking at him like he lunch. Like, I'm about to eat.
I seen that the other day. That just came across my timeline. I was like, whoa.
Let me tell you something.
I will say he different, but he run into them Celtics. It's gonna be a series.
All he did when he made that play was stare at dude, just stare him down. Yo, Murray got fouled by him, and Murray's on the ground doing this, and there's no technical. So clearly, they want Denver. But this, I'm gonna be honest with you, this game is too fast for the Joker.
He just needs his other players. I think for Joker, he gonna have to, because he got to deal with Cat from the top of the key, stretching the defense, making sure that shot is affected. Because Cat will shoot threes all game if you leave him up to it. He's just gonna shoot threes. He don't care about playing in the post.
Aaron, Gordon, they can't do nothing with Cat.
Yeah.
Even though they're his size, they can't do anything with him. And now you got. I think the Joker has been neutralized. I'm telling you. I think
it was just game one. It was shocking to see them lose. I think they'll figure a way to bounce back and get it together. They got to, but the Timberwolves look tough.
They better do something about Edwards, which I don't see. I don't listen. As a
you
fan, I don't want to see them.
It's the same way we're gonna have this game plan against, because that, to me, Anthony Edwards has that impact on his team as what Donovan Mitchell has for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Them cats could go for 60 a night if you leave it up to them. Like, literally. Let's just keep it a buck.
It's something different.
You can't tell. It is. No. Hear me out. It is something different about Edwards. I mean, his whole makeup is different. But Donovan Mitchell could, if you leave it up to Donovan Mitchell, he'll go for 60. Especially if he sees nobody else doing nothing. He gonna get it. Anthony Edwards has that same mental ability to do the same type of thing, is what I'm trying to say. They are made up different though. But they both will bang on you, and they could both shoot on you.
And the difference with Cleveland don't have
he don't have the supporting cast.
Baby.
Yeah. And I get what you're saying, Cliff. But what I'm trying to allude to is, if I'm Denver, you just gotta let them cook. Just let Anthony Edwards do what Anthony Edwards do, and find a way to limit the rest of them. And it's the same thing I feel like the Celtics game plan needs to be against the Cleveland Cavs. Don't try to eliminate Donovan Mitchell, because if you do, you're going to overplay him. You're going to foul him. He's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to do all this kind of crazy stuff, and he's going to go off regardless, because he's just Donovan Mitchell. Like, Donovan Mitchell got that Dame time impact on the game, like, when he's playing. So, I think you just let him play his style of ball. If he dropped 40 and they lose by 10, you win. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing for nothing. Beyond all of this, I feel like we're due. I saw the Cavaliers celebrating winning a series in the first round. We're so far beyond that. Nothing else would suffice other than a championship in our mind. I just feel like they are where we were like six years ago.
When Brown first entered the league, like 8 years ago, 8 years ago.
Yeah, I think that's where they are now.
Yeah,
would not, because we've had some uberly talented teams.
Yeah, we got a new subscriber too, man. Appreciate you, Marcus, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for subscribing,
Marcus.
I think that makes perfect sense, and I think the one thing we're not factoring in is the Celtics and their experience. The one major difference to me in this series is Cleveland don't got an Eric Spoelstra.
Nope. They have a Bickerstaff.
So why am I just that much not worried?
Yo, you know what made me not worried about his coaching skills was when he called that when he burnt a challenge in the beginning of the game, and it was clearly a foul. I was like, yo, this dude emotions getting him. I never see he shook. He out of sorts, man.
He's supposed to have staff to help him with that, but at the end of the day,
that was an emotional call.
It was an emotional call. All right, here we go. Yes, Shaq did play with Boston on his way out of the league, but he did.
36.
He was number 36.
Yeah, big ass,
before Marcus Smart got there. I remember that. I got a Shaq jersey, with Boston.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I love Shaq with Boston, though.
I did too.
That's when he was the big Aristotle.
That's it.
Do you remember Red? He's on the Boston. He's on the
Red
Boston.
Auerbach?
No. He's the red hair. He's a part of the staff now in Boston. He's broadcasting team. Scalabrini.
Oh yeah. The White Mamba. The White Mamba.
The White Mamba, they was talking all that trash years ago when he first retired. All them young boys, them street hoopers talking about Scal is trash, and Scal went out there and clinked them up.
Clinked them up, bro. Clinked them up.
Clinked them up. I was so happy for him, man. Because
I like Scal. He's one of my favorite people to listen to.
Yeah.
On the NBA series XM Radio, he's one of my favorites to listen to.
Our Boston, our network before the games is just is amazing. I find it very hard to watch different shows, but I think we got it covered all the way across, even with Eddie House.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I love it, and hopefully one day me and you will be there on set.
Hey, I would love that, yo.
Let's get
just give us one game. Just give us one game, man. We'll have the air rolling. Like we won't even talk about basketball. We'll have it rolling.
No, I'll be breaking down outfits like word. That's what we doing. You expected to win wearing that shit? No,
right? Back to the matchups. Evan Mobley though. That's the X factor for their lineup. We talked about Max Strus potentially getting hot, going on a hot streak, but Evan Mobley is the guy that you have to defend on the perimeter. He's gonna give you his size out there. He's a 5. He's a center. And how do you prevent him from shooting? You don't have KP out there. If they come up lined up in some type of a double big set, what type of lineup you putting out there, bro? Because are we going to match the double bigs, or are we going to stick to what works? Like what's been working?
No, we can stick to what works. Hell, Tatum's 6'10".
I think he's 6. Yeah, and
he
like
came in at
7'3",
but he grew with like 2 inches.
Yeah, he started putting extra stuff in his shoes.
I don't know, but when I see him standing next to Brown, he's considerably taller, and he's about Al Horford's size, but he looks like he's slightly taller than Al. I'm gonna give him a solid 6'9". All right.
6'9" sounds about right.
All right, 6'9". All right, but I'm gonna tell you, he can defend when he has to.
That's the Mobley guy. The same way the Boston Celtics, the same way the Celtics put Tatum on B.A.M.
That's right.
And see, Mobley not as athletic like as B.A.M.
No, and I'm not saying that Tatum neutralized B.A.M. But
he affected him. He was
an effective defender, and that's all you really need. I think we're fine. And the 5 is a wash, even if
Jarrett Allen.
Because my faith is in Horford, because it's something a light turns on when the playoff come on with Horford.
Good point.
Big Al, when he run around all slow and trudging, looking old, man. When the playoffs come, Al come to life, man.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna doubt that dude, man, until he showed me something different every year. Look what he does against Embiid.
Different player though. Embiid is a little different. He's first of all, let me clarify this. Jarrett Allen is not on Embiid's level, because I saw the facial expression. Saw your facial expression.
Yeah. I'm like,
but to Jarrett Allen's defense, that dude is a rim finisher and protector. That's not Embiid. Embiid can get down to the rim. He likes to get to the box, but he always playing from up top. Allen's playing from down in the bottom.
That's true.
And that's the difference between them. Al, and also,
that's tailor-made for Al, though.
That is tailor-made for Al. But here's my point. If Jarrett Allen is playing, if he's not playing, you could take this out of their game. But if he's playing, now you got the lob threat. And that's, to me, where Mitchell and Allen will connect a lot. And I don't see Al Horford defending the lob.
Nah, he got caught with a couple from B.A.M. Like there was one where he looked like there was one where his hand was here and B.A.M. hand they jumped at the same exact time too. I was like, Al. Sometimes you just got back up and just let it happen.
just let it chill, man.
Just let it go.
Save your ankles, save your Achilles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We need those for the other games. Just let the bang happen and get him on the next play.
And I don't need you in frame like this. I don't need that.
Those be posters, man. Those be posters. But nah, seriously, all jokes aside, I like what you said, man. You could rotate Tatum on him. I think Tatum is quick enough to at least affect his shot. If he's trying to shoot from the 3, I don't think Mobley has the dribble capacity to get past the Tatum. He's going to look to pass that ball up. And I don't think he's quick off shooting off of screens. He's not like a Donovan Mitchell. He's just a guy that can stretch the floor. He's kind of like their Porzingis, but not as effective on the defensive side, if I may say that. He's not as effective on the defensive side. But he's their version of what Porzingis does.
We haven't even scratched the surface when it comes to benches.
Nah, we getting there now. I'm
just saying, like we got a big on the bench that we got a couple of bigs on the bench that really showed me something.
I'm liking Luke Cornett coming in.
Cornett got a couple of blocks on B.A.M.
I'm liking Xavier Tillman coming in.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, Like we're loaded.
I hear
Come on,
you.
baby.
I hear you.
This is the best team that we've ever put out there. Like, well, not ever, but this is the best.
This might be though. This may be. Think about it.
No.
No, from the bench to the starting unit, this may be. All right, what's the best Celtics team we've seen? The one with KG in them?
We're not. That 2008 team minus. I'm sorry, I can't do him no more. Stephen A. Bang over there. I can't do him. Perkins.
Oh yeah.
You talk like he was a stud. Hey, please,
bro. You was carried by that team, yo.
You was lucky to be there. Now, Poe did his. Poe was a monster down there.
Poe was a monster.
Big Baby.
Monster.
Big Baby was a beast. And then now you got Eddie House.
They could come off and shoot the threes. It was like they didn't skip. When Ray Allen came out, they ain't skip a beat. No. Now Eddie House comes in and shoot those threes. But the Celtics are built in the same way. Think about it. All right, hear me out. They're built a little bit differently, but they got 8 shooters, bro. That team ain't have 8 shooters.
Right now, if you had a choice to go in a time machine, go back and get 2008 Eddie House and replace him with Hauser, what you doing?
Yes, it's Eddie House.
Because he was a much better defender.
Way better defender.
Eddie House wasn't nobody to play with. He wasn't nobody to be taken slightly like we do Hauser.
He was a way better defender, and I thought he was a better shooter too.
Yes, yeah, a more reliable shooter.
Right. Eddie House kind of remind me of oh man, I can't think of his name. But he played for a bunch of teams. Eric something. I don't know. Anyway.
Eric Gordon?
Bro, how did you know that? How'd you know?
Because I was going to say, I see the matchup immediately.
Yo, I swear that's Eddie House. It's just Eric. Yeah, bro, that is crazy. Damn, I didn't even know you was in my head like that.
See, what we need is, I could go way back, and you probably don't remember this, but the best 6 man to ever play the game, in my opinion, was the microwave. Period. Point blank.
Period.
He would come in the game when Isaiah went out, when Zeke went out, he would come in the game and light it on fire, and you can count on that every single night. And he wasn't even big.
This Celtics team don't have that type of 6 man.
Nah, we don't. That's. But I would say that's the only thing we're missing.
But we never had that type of 6 man.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't. Not since House.
I didn't even think Eddie House wasn't even a 6 man. He's like the 8th man. He was like
the 8th dude. That's what make it even so much more.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like all right, that Celtics team to me was built off of defense, and then you had your closer and you had your finisher. Like KD was the defense, and whoever played with KD was that much better. Now you had Ray Allen. He was just an assassin. Like that's what we're missing. We're missing an assassin. We got some sharp shooters, but we don't got an assassin.
And Ray Allen was a double, and
and he could play
bad.
D.
I feel bad because
I know,
I ain't gonna
bro.
lie. When he left Miami, like I'm a different man, so don't judge me. But I wanted to find him. I wanted to find him.
What? Yo,
I felt like my woman cheated on me.
He could have left from Miami, and everybody would have been cool. But it was the way he did it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was he went up to them after they lost. Yep. He dapped them up.
It was like, don't worry.
KG, I don't think they talk to this day.
No, they made up. I got a picture of them. I got a picture of them. I'm gonna hang up in somewhere in here.
Thank you, God.
I got a picture because I'm thinking over by my bar. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna take all the Yankee stuff down. I'm gonna make that all Celtics because I got a picture of all 3 of them hugging right in the middle. It's a beautiful picture, bro.
For them to not be cool, and I get it.
I love Ray Allen, though, man. I just love Ray Allen.
I went to UConn with him. First of all, here's the thing. Like, when brothers fight, like, they fight, but at some point they find a way to make up. Like, they get over it. And I'm glad that KG grew up. I'm glad that Paul Pierce grew up, and I'm glad that Ray Allen.
Did Paul Pierce really grow up?
He not grown though.
He compared himself, saying he had a better career than Dwayne Wade. Listen,
bro,
I love the truth.
That wasn't true. Now,
I love you, Truth. I love you, Truth. But come on.
In his eyes, he was better. I would say this: He might not have been better, but his impact on the city of Boston was way greater than D-Wade's impact on the city of Miami.
It definitely was, man.
Because I thought the impact of Miami was, even though Dwayne Wade was the man, it was two people. It was Shaq first and then LeBron second. It was never D-Wade City. But he was the man. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. When Shaq came, Miami was great because of D-Wade, but it was the impact from Shaq. When LeBron came, Miami was great, but it was the impact from LeBron. I'm trying to tell you, it was never, D-Wade never made that type of impact like Paul Pierce made.
When D-Wade and Baron Davis went at it in that playoff game, and D-Wade, I didn't even know who the hell D-Wade was. I had seen him at Marquette, but watching him play at Marquette.
Read this one.
The truth showing up to KG's watch party with the prostitute drunk as hell was the best thing. Yeah, like, I'm just saying.
Yo, tell me he not living his best life, though. Like,
he got fired off of every network. He needed to start his own podcast because they
listen. Hear me out. Let me tell you about my boy Paul Pierce, because this is my dude, right? If you get stabbed while you playing for the Boston Celtics, this city needs to know, like, how, and he stayed here too. He ain't asked to get traded. He ain't asked to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
This dude literally put the team on his back.
And he got shish kebab. It wasn't no like slick.
Right,
he got a jigger.
Yo, and on top of that, I don't know what he did. He must have went to Danny Ainge just like, listen, son, like, you know what I mean? Look, I took 7 for the team. Literally, you gotta get me some help. Danny Ainge made the best basketball moves in the history of the NBA. I don't even know how he got Ray Allen here. He was signing KG as a free agent, but they traded for Ray.
Yeah, man. But listen, you gotta think. When KG and Pierce got together.
Oh, I love this show, bro. I love it. I love what we doing. This is what we do. This is who we are.
No, but we've been doing this for the longest. We've been talking about doing this forever, man. I'm just so happy that we're finally doing it, man.
Yeah, but we've been needing to get this shit out of our system for a long time. Is what I'm trying to say.
What people don't know is that we're musicians. That's how we came together.
That's how we came together, yo.
We came together. Then I started seeing you one day I saw you. You had a pair on $170 Mets. J's on. I was like, oh yeah, see, listen. And because I knew you. You're a great musician, but I never knew that you were that into sports until I started talking to you. And I was like, oh, he's a rabid sports fan.
Wait, tell him how rabid I am though. Remember we was doing a gig at what's the place down at Humphreys?
Humphreys, yeah.
And we were playing. They had the TV on. And the Celtics did some dumb. This was that year. This might have been the year after we won the chip, though.
It was 2 years after we won the chip.
Oh, so the second one with the Kobe, when Kobe had his way.
Yes,
2010.
Yeah. The 2010, yeah.
Yeah. And tell him what I did. Yo, I must have cursed out the whole bar and walked off the stage, yo. Middle of the show.
Yo, listen. I don't, because you remember back then I had a lot of stress, so by the second set I was inebriated. I don't remember, because I thought, I honestly still to this day don't. I thought you were mad at because remember
you thought I was mad at the singer.
No, I thought you was mad at TJ because we had a dust up in the studio, right? Because I thought y'all hadn't squashed that. No, so that's TJ what I thought it was.
TJ was my dude. He was trying to like calm me down at your spot because of that singer.
Oh, that singer, yeah.
We mad cool to this day too. Shout out to Danielle. But that day, she came in real diva like and didn't know the song. You know what pisses me off? When a person say they want to sing something and they don't know the words to it.
Yeah. You was brutal though. You were brutal.
Wayne, because don't say you know something and you don't know it.
But Wayne, you were brutally. Everything you said was the truth, but you were brutally honest. And I had a business to run, and
I definitely effed up your business.
I saw you too, and I was making money too. They was spending.
I'm gonna let you have this show, bro.
What? You all right?
I'm good, bro. I realized I messed up that day.
Nah, man, it's all good, man. I ain't tripping. Yo, Wayne. Listen.
But that's how passionate we are.
Well, let me tell you. Let me tell y'all something about Wayne Brown, my little brother, my fellow. At that time, I was trying to run my business. Let's talk about it, man. This is our show. I was trying to run my business, and business got slow, and I was struggling. And Wayne, you were doing a session, and you just said, "Yo," I was like, "Yo, I need." He was like, I was like, "Well, what you need?" I was like, "Yo, bro, you bought monitors, a mixing board, you bought mics, you bought like unconditional. You actually bought me up. I have my own now, but you remember you bought me the tower where I was running Pro Tools.
Yeah, man.
I gave you. Everybody's like, "Why Wayne got a key?" I was like, "Man, listen, that's my that's my nigga for life. Period. Like,
yo, but you've been real from day one. So like you brought me in, you taught me the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably made me into this monster, but I already had anger management issues, but I got to see how to run business. Yeah. You had one of the most successful night spots here.
For 2 years, I had a good run, baby. I had a good run.
and people don't realize what people don't realize how much that takes a toll on you. Because it made me never want to do my own after seeing, but you had it, and we had some good times, and we were able to connect musically, we were able to connect spiritually, we were able to connect do our sports, and this has been it.
Remember that time we was going to Philly?
Bro, we can't have this conversation, bro. You could get me fired.
We were going to Philly. Listen, man, this is what they love, man. This is what they love, like Wayne.
No, I ain't mean fire from here. I'm talking about fire from playing with that artist. I be still trying to book gigs with him.
Nah, we were going to. Nah, I ain't gonna tell the whole thing. I'm just gonna tell this part. We were going to Boston, and me and Marcus was in the back, and you was in the front, and everybody started talking about Michael Jackson and Prince, and everybody was like Michael Jackson, and I was like, yo, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I kicked you out the van.
No, you told me you wanted to fight me. And I was like. He was like, yo, we wasn't so far away from home. I would make you get out this van. I was like, yeah, I'll be walking and Prince will still be better than Michael. I'm not getting out this van, first of all, but I'll be walking and Prince will still be better than Michael Jordan. Prince will still be better than Michael Jackson. Yo, but I remember how turned up you was on that. Like we did a great gig and you still was looking at me side-eye. I'm like, Wayne, it's my preference.
It is, and I forgot that people are allowed to their own opinions. But I'm very passionate about Michael Jackson, so my apologies. Yo, brother, really, Kyle. I got this hat. Man, though, I look for different hats. This is a snapback too. No, this is the year Jason Tatum was drafted. So this was that draft day cap. Now I remember because it had the suede, so I got this when Jason Tatum came into the league, bro. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to find this joint. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin Parker is already you know what I'm saying? It's Michael Jackson.
Okay, Mr. Parker, you're entitled to your opinion. But Kevin, would you throw me out of we're 3 hours from home? Would you consider throwing me out the van though?
You know what it is? I needed a detailed explanation. Other than catalog, because I think
it wasn't catalog for me.
He do got the catalog though. Prince got the catalog.
It wasn't catalog for me.
As far as volume, he got the catalog as far as volume of songs. Mike didn't have that as much as Prince, but Mike had a bunch of songs too.
It wasn't that for me. The preference for me was being a guitar player and coming up. Like Prince was like other than Jimi Hendrix, who died. I don't remember him, but. I was able to watch Jimi Hendrix and a little pint-sized little man, like you know what I'm saying? And the thing with Prince was I saw them both live, and they both had that. They had that ring of aura. They had that. Like they wasn't human.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson when he came up and I saw him in the Giant Stadium, he stood there. It was like he just stood there for like maybe 20 minutes.
I got you.
Yeah, people like, are you like? I seen reactions like that in church, like crying and.
I don't know why I jumped down I don't know why I got so offended. What's wrong? Something was wrong with me that day. I don't think I'm the same way. I tell you what, you come after my Celtics, you come after my Niners, you're gonna get the same cap. I guarantee you, I'm gonna be that person.
Being that we're in the NFC, and you listen, and this is what I mean about brotherhood. All right, y'all, our listeners.
Oh yes, you do support, bro. You a Giants fan.
I'm a Giants fan, but this is my brother, so I support. I subscribe to Patreon every month. I support him in every way I can.
You ain't subscribed to the past 6 months though, but it's cool.
How? So that's what we doing? Yo.
I'm just saying, I ain't seen $5 payment.
Because it's $5.
It's $5.
I wouldn't miss it. Like, it's $5.
You gotta make sure that you keep doing it every month.
I'm back on it. But listen, everybody, Wayne has agreed to let me come on his network, even though I'm a Giants fan. So everything he's doing for 49ers, he's gonna help me do for my Giants. All right. So love for that. And soon as matter of fact, let me just go on Patreon now. Let's get this out the way.
For guys that don't know, if you guys are watching this joint, Cliff does have his own channel, but he's working on getting it processed. So I'm gonna have you guys subscribe. Once that's up and running, he got it going. But y'all don't know that he's a part-time comedian, like literally, like he does this for real, as well as a musician.
Friday night.
And if you're a Celtics fan or any type, whatever fan you are out there, Cliff makes T-shirts. If you take a look back, and Cliff, if you can get that light off your shirt, you can show the Celtics Nation what you made. We can tell you how you can get one. All right, the quality is good. It's that soft butter, soft cotton. I can tell you right there.
It's this. I gotta get closer. This is butter, soft cotton. I got the muscle shirt on.
Yeah, because that's what took you so long to get on here. You was cutting off the sleeves.
Yeah, because when the shirt was. But listen, this is death. This is death. This symbolizes death to whoever opposed us. You see in the eyes of the skeleton. It's the Boston Celtics logo. I shouldn't even wear it. But this is that Skeletor Boston stuff that I got going on right now.
He says Skeletor. So for those that don't know who Skeletor is, y'all got to go back and watch y'all He-Mans. All right, Cliff, let's close this show out. I had a blast. I got to ask you this last question. Which former Celtics player is going to give the Boston Celtics hell? Max Strus, Tristan Thompson, or good old Marcus Morris Sr.?
Marcus Morris Sr. fell off tremendously. All right, he was a much better player when he was with us. He hasn't been the same since he left. Point blank, period. Tristan Thompson what contribution did he make when he was with us? And did you see him today? He got a gut, his butt, like he's done. He's done.
He got a what? Say that again.
He got booty do. You see him, right? Yo, I'm gonna keep it a stack, Wayne. Listen, Strus, that's a problem. Strus makes me nervous. I'm not gonna lie. He's a problem. Strus is a problem. And the thing of it is we just gotta listen. Our team is better than their team. That's it.
Yes, on paper and on film, hands down. I think for me it's gonna be Strus. Because for some reason the Celtics, he probably feels like the Celtics did him the most dirty, right? I think they traded him. They drafted him and then they traded him because he was nothing. He couldn't hit the side of a barn when he played for the Boston Celtics.
Well, he don't have that problem now.
And usually it'd be that player that couldn't hit the side of a barn. It usually is that player that cooks against the Boston Celtics. So my point is, don't leave his ass wide open. Make sure you get in his face. You defend his shot. Cliff, this was fun, bro. Like this was fun. We're gonna close out the show. Jimmy Butler has some words, man, and it was. If you're a Knicks fan, it was more. I thought it was more geared toward the Knicks than it was the Celtics. But he did talk about something with the Celtics. I don't know if it's in this clip, but let's take a listen to this clip, and I want to get your thoughts on it.
New York damn sure would be fucking at home. Josh Hart. What the fuck that mean to me? Josh Hart. Yo, stop fucking with me. Come on, man. Nah, I love Tibbs, but I don't want Tibbs. I love Tibbs. I love you, baby. I want to beat you to a pulp. You want me, I don't want you. It's like a one-sided relationship. You in love with me, and I love you, but I'm not in love with you. You know what I'm saying? Love, my brother.
Yo, you gotta. In the beginning of that clip is when he says that.
Right. It's not on this clip. I don't think. It may not be. Hold on.
Video this. You got it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, action. If I was playing, Boston would be at home. New York, damn sure would be fucking at home.
Let's rewind that one more time.
Video this. You got it?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, action. If I was playing, Boston would be at home.
All right, we can stop right there. So Boston to be at home, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, we played them when he was there, and we tore their ass off the frame.
they didn't win one time against the Celtics this year, did they?
That's what I'm saying. Like, shut up.
Look,
he was drunk.
He had to be for saying.
There was some scissor up in that cup. He was on lean.
He had to be something, bro.
Yo, wait a minute. Who's tried?
I don't know. He says Cavs have owned the Celtics like a landlord since the minute LeBron came into the league.
That is not correct, sir. That is not correct, sir.
I'm talk to him, bro.
That is not correct, sir.
Let him know.
Those when he went back to Cleveland, I could see that.
See, this is what you know what I like about the community is when they hear some bull.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
When they hear that bull.
Booyah, baby. What I'm talking about. This is Boston, baby. We not playing around.
It's all good, Try. Thanks for tuning into the stream. If you're a Cavs fan, we appreciate you. But listen, I don't know what type of ownership you talking about. The only time Cleveland had their way was when it was a young LeBron and he had the devil eyes.
Yeah, but once the big three got in and we were playing for championships or damn near every year.
Right.
There wasn't nothing. So I don't know. Like LeBron had to leave. The Eastern Conference. He had to leave not the Eastern Conference, but he had to leave Cleveland and go to Miami.
That's our brother right there. Tommy.
Hey, Tommy, listen, Tommy. We got to get some boxing talking going on, Tommy.
Tommy, what's good, bro?
Tommy,
get him on the
what's
show.
up, baby?
We got to get him on here, man. Nah, seriously though, but
no, wait. I sent you some other stuff, man.
What you sent me, Cliff?
I sent you WhatsApp, and I said it's worth a conversation.
I thought that's what we was talking about.
No.
You
Slow down, young fella.
Oh, you talking about the Anthony Edwards stuff?
There's rumblings that Anthony Edwards is a better player
than Jason Tatum. You know what? I thought we was gonna end on the Jimmy Butler, but since we here, let's do it. Let's have this conversation. How crazy is this? Because I asked you that question on our last show.
Did you?
I swear to goodness I asked you that question.
I didn't watch enough of Anthony Edwards to know, but dude, in these playoffs, I've really been watching him. And I got to tell you, I'm not going to say he's better, but I think he's more reliable. I hate to say that.
I feel like
that dude will get a bucket.
Yeah.
He'll get a bucket.
I'm not going to say he better. But the dude got the dog.
He got that dog. Man, what was I saying all last week? We need a dog. He got that dog.
Yo, if
Tatum is more skilled, that's right.
No.
He might be more skilled. And I don't even.
No, he's more skilled. Tatum's definitely more skilled. He's more skilled. He's more skilled. You could tell in his tooling that he's got it, and he's got the mental too. Like,
do you understand that if Tatum had Edwards' attitude?
Well, it's not just the attitude. I think Anthony Edwards has more athleticism, and I think he has the attitude, and I think that helps him out a lot. When you got them type of hops and that type of bounce, bro, like that's trying to say, you're it's bigger, right? Like that's pretty much how he coming out.
Let me tell you something. If I had to play against him, I would tell him, listen,
I think
do that shit tonight. Try to posterize me tonight if you want to.
Yo, I need this to be the finals, bro.
Huh?
I need this to be the finals. I need it to be Boston versus Timberwolves. And Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, one of my favorite players. Just one player I don't like on that Timberwolves team, and that's Cat. Like I just feel like he a freaking crybaby, bro. Like, and he gonna get schooled. I think he can play.
He can play.
He can play. He could play, no doubt. But he's gonna.
But he banged up. He ain't gonna make it.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta let me finish. You right.
I'm sorry, man.
Nah, high five. That's a tag team. You right. He gonna get muffed up, bro. Like, people don't realize that Boston, they bring that defensive capacity that every single night. And it's tough. Now, I wish it was the same mentality when Ime was here. I wish it was that mentality. It's a little different. But them Boston dudes, guys like Al Horford, they going to give these dudes a run for their money.
No, they are. Listen, I got to read this from Rollin 24. Thank you so much.
Which one?
It was his previous one. He said Tatum needs to.
Oh.
Tatum needs to make quicker decisions. And do you remember what I said? You can size Tatum up. The scouting report on him.
We know
when
that,
he gets
bro.
the ball, if he doesn't make a quick decision and he stands there, if he starts he's stepping back and he flat.
But to me, that's him overthinking, right? And not allowing. That's why I said he's more skilled. It's like I go to school, I got more degrees than you. Right, so technically I'm smarter because I put in more time and got more to work, but it ain't always about that. No. It's always about adapting to what's on the freaking basketball court and how well can you adapt. And that's Anthony Edwards. You could tell Anthony Edwards from the hood and Tatum grew up different. And you could just tell by the way they play. We had this conversation about Jimmy Butler. That's why their mentalities is different. Now we hating on Butler, but we know when he's sober and he healthy on the basketball court in the playoffs,
he's a
that
dog.
Motherfucker a problem.
He a dog, and that's why him and Embiid didn't work, because if Embiid had just
I forgot they even played together, bro. I forgot they played in Philly together.
Because what happened was, I'm sorry, Embiid is a great player, but in fourth quarters, he's not. He kind of shrinks a little bit.
He Jason Tatum.
Yeah. You're not getting that from Butler. That's when Butler gets stronger as the game goes by.
And you're not getting that from Anthony Edwards.
You're not getting that.
And you know who you're not getting that from in this series? Donovan Mitchell. And that's why you got to figure out how to defend Donovan Mitchell, because he has that dog. Like, he has that. And I feel like Jaylen Brown has it, but because he struggles at the free throw line, like those little things get in his head so much that it affects his game. But the dog is there, because the most aggressive player on the basketball court every night is JB, hands down. That motherfucker looking to turn it up. First time he get the ball in his hand, he trying to bang it on all five of them at the same time. I'm like, dude, it's five people, bro.
Because JB dating a grown woman. He dating somebody like 15, 16 years older than him. She doing stuff like when he get home, he don't need no trainer. When she get home, she rubbing the feet. She got a pot of beans on the stove. Like, listen, he got that grown woman loving. That you can do something with that. She be braiding them little crooked braids that be in his head. Yo, he's straight. I'm not trying to tell you. I ain't mad at JB. Do your thing. You just got to hit some foul shots.
He got to hit the free throws, man. He got to hit the free throws. He got to hit those free throws, yo. And this is what they were doing at practice. Shout out to Rollin 24. He says, yeah, man, he was practicing. So they was simulating the boos, at practice. I don't even know if it's the boos that throw him off. Real talk, JB in his own head.
He's in his own head. But let me tell you something. They let me get in the playoff game and be by the foul line. Yo, listen, I'll strip down. I'll keep my Timbs on and my boxers and be playing with my damn nipples right on top of the chair. Listen, bro, you're not going to be able to focus on those foul shots now on my end of the court. Bro. I don't understand. And I'm calling on all Boston fans. You listening to this. Listen, when they act a straight fool. Come on.
I feel like Jaylen Brown, whatever he need to focus on, whatever he need to look at, when he shoot his free throws, like he got to get back to that. Because I remember JB not being this bad.
Yeah. No, I don't remember that. This is this year.
Well, it kind of started last year, but I mean, it's crazy because everything else has improved. His decision making got better. His dribble got better with his left hand. He stopped turning the ball over.
And he goes to the bench strong.
And he is stronger than we've ever seen him.
He be playing bully ball. I'll be like, do that shit, baby. But listen, Tatum Tatum be having his moments though. Tatum be having his moments when he come out of it. He stopped being light skinned and come when because I remember one he banged and he was bouncing back. I was like, that's what I need, baby. Do that.
First of all, we ain't taking no shots at Tatum.
Nah.
But if Tatum could get one thing to add to his bag, it's got to be the mentality. And I'm not saying Anthony Edwards got the Mamba mentality, but he definitely got whatever that what was that player? He played for the Suns. You just told me about him in the video.
Gordon?
No. He played for the Wizards at first.
Beal.
But Bradley Beal. Whatever Bradley Beal did to him as a kid, that is Anthony Edwards' mentality.
Bradley Beal was trying to be.
Nah, Bradley Beal was saying he was the man and you ain't never gonna take my spot. That's how I would have took it. If you would have said that to me as a young musician coming up, I'd have been like, yeah, all right.
I had a speaking of that, I ain't gonna say his name neither because everybody knows.
Nah, we gonna say his name. That's what we do. No, we keep it real up here.
We was at a gig. You were there.
Okay.
You were there,
I'm gonna guess his name then. Yeah.
I called out Tennessee Whiskey, and at that time nobody knew what that song was.
Okay.
And so I gave him the key of G bar, and then we're gonna go up to the A, we're gonna hold the A, and then we're gonna suspend the D, and that's the whole song, and then we're gonna hit back up at the G.
Yeah.
And he was like, what's the time signature? I was like, and he looked at me, I was like, yo, man, I'm gonna play this shit, but y'all old niggas gotta get out the way.
Who said that?
Yeah, that's what he said to me. He said,
you gotta refrain from saying the
I'm not gonna say it. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But he said that, and I never played with him. I'm nice to him when I see him.
Oh, tell me who that is in the private chat.
And I can say some things that will make you know who he is. But the thing of it is he didn't mean no harm. He didn't mean no.
Nah, Bradley Beal meant all the harm. When you're an NBA player and you talking to those that are trying to come up, I'm not even mad at Bradley Beal for saying what he said because that's the mentality you gotta have.
Because it's the truth.
Ain't no mother freaking taking my spot.
No.
Right. You gotta have that mentality. It's dog eat dog world, right? Like that's how it is.
The great ones would tell you.
Yeah.
Give me this damn ball.
Yeah. Like imagine what Michael Jordan probably said to cats. Imagine
he came on the team. He had George Gervin. He had Rolando. He had a bunch of uncles. He had a bunch of trustees. At the you know what I'm saying? He had a bunch of trustees from the local Chicago A.M.E. Baptist Church on his team. Like George Gervin was the Iceman, but he wasn't the Iceman in '82.
He wasn't the Iceman in '82.
I mean '84.
Yeah.
All them dudes were old. And then he had a young Charles Charles Barkley came in at the ass end of Julius Erving's career, and he said it right in front of Doc. I don't care who in here. Y'all need to give me the ball.
Yeah, and he's so remember that story he talked about. He was like, "Yo, Dr. J ain't Dr. J right now." Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was getting old.
So when Cat said that to me, I didn't feel no type of way because when we played it, we killed it. Like we killed it. My wife got a recording.
Was I playing?
No, what happened was I hired you as a singer because you were so entertaining.
So who was there?
I hired you as a singer.
Is this at your daughter's
event? You were not
event?
there. You were not there.
Okay.
You were not there.
I would have remembered this.
This particular gig where I hired you as a singer, I think that was our best gig because of the simple fact that you were allowed to be in front. And I knew when I first started playing with you, because at the time you never sang, you never did anything, you just played.
Yeah.
But I knew that you wanted. I knew that you had that. I knew that you wanted that.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was the front man.
It's not that I wanted it. I just wanted to keep the crowd on the floor.
Yeah. And I was the front man, and I come in there with that little Purdy, and Wayne be like, "Man, damn all that." Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, "What song is this?" And you won't even be looking. I'm looking at him like, "Could you at least give me the key?" You like, "Da-da-da-da-da. Do you remember?" I'm like, "Oh, yo, that's what we." Wayne just start. I'm a hustler, baby.
Oh,
yo. But we've had some great times on stage, man. We've had some wonderful times on. And I'll be honest with you, all the gigs before I started this one man crew that I got, the Jokes and Jazz, all my gigs for the last 10 years have been mostly maybe 95% with you. The only time I come out is when you call me. I
feel like that was a shot. Like, hold on, you got me. You got me.
What?
You got me. I see what you're doing. You probably saying I don't call you to do the gigs right now.
No.
I don't even be booking gigs like that.
No, because I know you're not really. Yeah, not to mention I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I stepped out like about maybe 10 years ago. I just stepped off the scene because I not to mention I had a lot of movies going on. I had stuff.
Right.
So, it wasn't no big deal, but
yeah, because every time I asked you to get me into the film scoring, you disappeared. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the Celtics Great Podcast. Yo. Yeah. So shout out to my brother Cliff, who was late and he ain't paid for Patreon in the past 9 months. So I'm gonna go check the receipts.
You said it was 6 months.
I think it was more like 9 months.
Well, I'm on there now.
Hey man, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna go check. Link. I'm definitely gonna go check. Rollin24 says glad YouTube recommended this. YouTube recommended this? Oh snap! Shut up. Can we give YouTube a round of applause?
No, because listen, this is under not bro. Yo, I know this sounds crazy, but all the smoke and all of them, they need to make room because we coming.
We coming, bro. Rollin, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the super chat contribution, and I didn't even know YouTube was working like that. So, thank you, man. We appreciate everybody that tuned in. We'll be back. I got some simulation games that are going to be up there. I got the first game simulation that's going to be coming out. Celtics versus the Cavs. You guys going to want to check that out. It's going to be it's some of these words up in that chat. I can tell you that right now. But listen, we'll be back to bring you the overreaction show after every game. After every game, guys. So stay tuned, man. Keep y'all alerts set to all. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe.
And Tuesday, I'm gonna have on the famous dunk, Jason Tatum over LeBron James. I have that framed, but I have it on several pieces of clothing. So I'm gonna have that on every day. I'm gonna have on some different Boston stuff.
Okay, man. Like you heard that right here. So if he doesn't do it, I'm expecting y'all to call him out. And he got to go get booty butt naked and change right here on the camera. I'm just playing.
Yo, don't because I'll do it.
Because you
listen. I'm on this now. I'm trying to support you. I don't know. No.
Cliff, I'm not lying, but you could do it. Oh, he's on the Patreon.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
You just did it, mother. But, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll be back, man, Tuesday night after the game. See y'all. Peace.